Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Papa West, Jacob West, that's me. I am here. That you see the banner, it is red. You saw the really cool intro right at the beginning of this. This is TMG singles. We are continuing with this tournament. I have a very interesting matchup. I have to look to see what the seeds are. The 9 versus 24 seed. Number 9, the man everybody picks on. Everybody says he sucks at trivia. Guess what? He won a match here. I don't know how it happened. I wasn't involved in it, but he did in fact win a match here. Hunter Chambless, the hitman, the guy who promised me I could be in his faction, but never sent me my proper application to fill in or my welcome packet with all my cool swag. Going up against, I just looked at the rankings and I already forgot. 24? Number 24, John, the man, I can never pronounce his last name right, Maher. We had a funny conversation about someone with a very similar thing going on. But John, I promise in the next 5 minutes I will not pronounce it incorrectly. After that, I can't promise anything. It's bound to happen, but I will do my dead level best. So instead of just talking about it, let me bring them in and I will talk to them. So first up, I'm going to bring in the underdog, the man making his debut, John, and he brought in a manager, Will Cohen. John, Will, how's it going today?
I'll let you go first, Will, because you're dressed so spectacularly.
I dress for the part. My boy John here is one of the best trivia guys I know. So he asked me to come in and be his manager. I couldn't pass up my golden ticket teammate.
Yep.
So here I am.
That is a high bar to clear. I will do my best. I see a lot of people come in here and flame out, so I'm going to keep it humble for now. But once I start winning matches, I promise to ratchet up the trash talk. So for now, Hunter, let's have a great match.
Okay, 2 questions, one for each of you. Will, how many people do you know?
How many people do I know? You're going to have to be a lot more specific than that, because I know, if you're just going in general, I know a lot of people.
Okay. Well, you said John was the best at trivia of all the people you know. So I'm trying to figure out, do you know like 5 people, so he's the best of 5, or do you know a lot more than 5? Trying to figure out this spectrum here.
That number needs to go up. Those are rookie numbers. Pump them up.
Okay.
Pump them up.
Okay.
Just to clarify, Will's talking about general trivia, not necessarily movie trivia. I am very good at trivia. So we'll see. This is niche trivia.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then John, my question for you. You're sitting at home in your looks like a gray hoodie. Has anybody called you Dr. Evil? Because you're giving Dr. Evil vibes right now.
I think in one match, Jay Burns said it looked like I was sitting in a lair, so I will take it. Yeah, I've been told I resemble a supervillain several times, whether it's Lex Luthor or Dr. Evil or whatever. I'll take it.
Okay.
I'll take it.
All right.
He's Dr. Hipster Evil. There we go.
Hipster Dr.
Hipster Evil. Okay. Yeah. I'll take it. I created it, so I require 2% of all royalties of any merch you decide to create with that. As I kick you both out, or not really out, but I'll kick you in the back, because this would be horrible if I kicked you out. I'd have to be here with Hunter for who knows how long. Speaking of the devil,
how's it going?
Hunter also brought a manager, Richie, not Richard Schwartz, Goodacre. Richie, how's it going today?
Yeah, going good. Look, I'm excited to support my mate, my Hunter. I'll give him a bit bigger rep than you did. I think you are a good trivia player, and if people are sleeping on you, that means they're underestimating you, and that could be dangerous.
Exactly.
All right, Hunter. Any thoughts going into this?
I'm not gonna get cocky. I'm gonna come in with confidence. I'm not gonna come in cocky. I'm gonna let my trivia do the talking. Let's do it.
Okay. I just want to reiterate real quick. Hunter, I never said you suck at movie trivia. I'm just saying most everybody in the community says that you suck at movie trivia.
Oh, yeah. I'm ready
But
to be wrong.
all right, let's prove him wrong. One question I have for you, Hunter. How did you get here? Who did you win? Who did you beat?
I beat Malcolm Lay.
Okay, I'm glad you know that. Because every time I'm like, Hunter's in the tournament, everyone's like, how did Hunter get in the tournament? I don't remember. This was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Richie, my next question for you. Why is John Wick your favorite movie of all time?
Look, just look, because it's not whatever your favorite movie is. I don't know. It's a good action movie, and look, and yeah.
Just Keanu.
And
yeah.
I need 3 reasons why it's better than the first Scream film.
I hate you. Look, Scream doesn't have it's not about the revenge of a beloved pet. It doesn't have as many gunfights, and it doesn't have Keanu Reeves. 3. Boom.
Fair.
Okay. I'll take that. All right. So, Richie, I'm going to kick you in the back. I'm going to keep Hunter here, and I'm going to bring in John. So, Richie, y'all are going to have to sit in the back for a little bit. I am sorry. I'm going to do some situating. And the reason why is because we are going to get into this. This is TMG singles, which means it is going to be 3 rounds to a finish. I'm only going to explain round 1 because that's the round we're in. I don't feel like explaining round 2 or 3 yet. Once we get there, I'll probably change my mind, but we are not there yet. The way round number 1 works, I'm going to ask both of you 10 questions. You're going to hear my question, you're going to contemplate the question, and you're going to think of an answer. Whether it's correct, whether it's funny, or whether you just really want to compliment my beard. Whatever you want to do. You're going to take that answer, you're going to write it down on a whiteboard, piece of paper, etch a sketch, carve it into your arm. I do not care. Just as long as it is readable, because after a certain amount of time, I will call upon your name. Once I call on your name, you're going to reveal your answer and vocally say what you have written on the board. If you get it correct, you get a point. If you get it wrong, you get nothing. If you make me laugh or make me blush because it was something really nice, specifically about me, you'll get a bonus point in my book. What does my book matter? Absolutely nothing, but it's like a little special bonus point. I'll give you a prize at the end.
Gold star.
Maybe. Throughout the entirety of the match, you will have 3 repeats to use whenever and however you want. The only thing I ask, if you did not hear the question, whether you're deaf, whether I cut out, whatever reason, please say, Papa, I did not hear that. Will you repeat that? I'll consider that a technical repeat. I won't use that against your 3. But if you need some extra time, if you want to be 100% sure you heard the wording, use that repeat 3 throughout the match. And if you don't like the wording to the question, you think my answer is wrong, it's not, you can challenge it. I'll think about it. More than likely won't give it to you, but I'll give you the chance. So, with all that being said, John, are you ready?
I am ready.
Hunter, are you ready?
Let's do it.
All right. Will, Rich, I don't care what y'all do. Let's get into this, starting off with question number 1, which comes in the category of Westerns. What Westerns icon stars as Colonel Cord McNally in the 1970s Western Rio Lobo? It's a good time to mention, right next to Hunter's head, you will see a weird little timer counting down from 15. I just want to say this timer is not canon. This is specific. This is 100% for me, so I know I give you all an appropriate amount of time and not a couple minutes in between questions like what happened in Papa's birthday extravaganza. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, going with John.
Clint Eastwood.
And Hunter.
I was going to say Clint Eastwood.
Ooh, y'all both said Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood is incorrect. We were looking for the other one, John Wayne.
John Wayne.
I say the other one. There were like a couple other ones that it could have been. Could have been a lot, honestly. Question number 2 comes in the category of SNL adaptations. Who plays Doug Butabi in 1998's A Night at the Roxbury? You'll notice Papa is alone tonight. No friends to help co-host him, but I have the best co-host ever. And that is my Grogu mug, full of hot chocolates that I will be drinking throughout this match. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, starting off with Hunter this time.
I said Alec Baldwin.
And John.
Will Ferrell?
Ooh, I knew someone was going to do it. Will Ferrell is not correct. We were looking for the other one.
Chris Kattan.
Chris Kattan.
Okay.
I had a 50-50 shot.
Yes, you did. Alec Baldwin, I don't know. But Hunter, I'm not here to make fun of you. I'm not here to make fun of you. Your answers do that for me. Question number 3 comes in the category of Christopher Nolan. What does Saito promise to do for Cobb as payment for the dream heist in Inception? And before you ask, kind of specific.
Okay.
Not super duper duper specific, just kind of specific. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, starting off with John.
Been a while since I've seen it, but I put help him see his son.
And Hunter.
I said clears him of his debts.
Both close. Hunter having like 3 words that I needed. We were looking for clearing Cobb's criminal record.
Oh.
I did not need the alliteration of the C's, but I need clearing his criminal record of some sort. Going on to question number 4, and it's a barn burner. No one's scored yet. We'll see if that changes here. Question number 4 comes in the category of Mike Myers. This is the comedian and not the serial killer.
Damn it.
In The Love Guru, which NHL team hires Guru Pitka to work out the marriage issues of their star player, Darren Roanoke? This one's kind of easy. Name an NHL team. They're like 30. So you have a 1 in 30 shot.
All right, let's go.
I'm going to laugh if there's actually more or less than 30. 30 is just the random number that I pulled out of my head. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, starting off with Hunter.
I said the Maple Leafs.
And John.
I said the LA Kings.
We were looking for the team from Toronto, also known as the Maple Leafs. Hunter strikes first blood.
I just guessed the
But, John, I do want to say that is an NHL team. Good job. Question number 5 comes in the category of 2000s. During the final lair battle in Role Models, what is the name of the Kiss-themed country Augie, Wheeler, Danny, and Ronnie fight for? Lair, it's kind of like LARPing. They just didn't have the rights to say LARP, so they called it Lair. What does it stand for? I don't know, but that's not the question. The question is, what country did they fight for? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Starting off with, I believe it is John this time.
If it's Kiss team, maybe it's Simmonsvania.
And Hunter.
I just said Kistopia.
It is Kiss related. It is Kiss My Anthea.
Of course it is.
Yes. Question number 6 comes in the category of quotes. In what 2001 comedy will you hear the quote? Exercise gives you endorphins. Endorphins make you happy. Happy people just don't shoot their husbands. That got a smile from Will. Will, I believe you know the answer. He is nodding yes.
I'm going to take a repeat, Papa West.
All right. John, using his repeat. In what 2001 comedy will you hear the quote, "Exercise gives you endorphins. Endorphins make you happy. Happy people just don't shoot their husbands"?
Well, that depending on how happy you are.
Oh,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, going with Hunter.
I said Dodgeball, a true underdog story.
And John.
I put Serial Mom.
Both incorrect. Will is giving the no to both of you and just worded out the answer. We were looking for Legally Blonde.
Oh, yeah. God, wow, I'm doing awesome today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Question number 7 comes in the category of the Scream franchise. This is Hunter's strength. Hunter is up here.
Hi.
In Scream, the first movie, not the franchise, what household item is the cause of Stu's death? Will doing the action because he's pretty sure his competitor will get this. This is a great time to let everybody know when I ask for your strength in TMG singles and teams, not only is it an option in round number 2, it's an option in round number 3, and it's an option in round number 1. So you will get a question in your strength. So choose wisely. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. John, what do you have?
I even drew a picture of a TV. Back when TVs could kill you.
And Hunter.
TV set.
Ooh, I was looking for television.
Okay.
But I will accept TV. Both getting that correct. Question number 8 comes in the category of the Evil Dead franchise. Fun fact, that is John's strength.
We both picked horror strengths. I love it.
You did. In 1981's The Evil Dead, again the first one, what friend is the first possessed and later attacks the others, turning some of them into deadites? Yes, both competitors picking horror strengths. As everybody knows, Papa doesn't do horror. Chad, thank you so much for writing these questions. Except for round number 1, I wrote these. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, starting off with Hunter.
I said Annie?
And John.
Cheryl
is correct.
Good job.
I believe Annie is the first one to die, or the first one to actually become a deadite, but Cheryl is in fact the first one possessed.
Yep.
And raped by a tree.
Yep.
Yes.
I don't recommend getting raped by a tree. It's never happened to me, thankfully, but don't have it happen to you. Question number 9 comes in the category of Sly and Arnie. This, of course, Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Who plays Howard's son, Jamie, who wants the Turbo Man action figure in Jingle All the Way? Some people would say this is the best Christmas movie of all time. Those people, of course, would be wrong. It's decent, but it's not the best. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Starting off with John.
I just guessed Kieran Culkin.
And Hunter.
Danny Lloyd.
Hunter, very close, getting the last name correct, but not the first name. We were looking for Anakin Skywalker himself, Jake Lloyd.
Jake Lloyd. Yeah.
Jake Lloyd. When he's not asking girls if they're angels.
Yep.
He's asking for action figures. Question number 10. Just like every match in TMG singles and teams, your last round one question comes in the category of plot synopsis. I will read off the plot synopsis of a film. You will tell me what that film is. Your plot synopsis for today. After a painful breakup, a woman undergoes a procedure to erase the memories of her former boyfriend. After he hears that she is going to extremes to forget the relationship, he decides to do the same thing and slowly begins to forget the woman he once loved.
Oh, I love this movie.
This is normally where I tell you where every competitor started writing their answer. I was too busy reading. I couldn't tell when they started writing. Five, four, three, two, one. Pens down, starting off with Hunter.
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
And John.
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Both getting it correct. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. And ladies and gentlemen, that is round number one. Currently, we have a tied game. Hunter and John both have 3 points. But it's still anybody's game as we move on to round number 2. The way round number 2 works, this is the wheel round. Eventually, when my computer decides to start working, I will show you a wheel that I made by myself using a lovely website called wheeldecide.com. On today's wheel, we're going to have 8 categories. Each competitor will get a spin of the wheel. If they do not like what it lands on, they are awarded 1 mulligan. However, if that second spin is used, they are stuck with what it lands on. Each category corresponds to 5 questions in said category, worth 2 points apiece. If you do not know the answer, if you're kind of guessing on the answer, or you really like having options, you can ask for multiple choice, in which I will give you 4 options, one of which I'm pretty sure is the correct answer. However, if you do go to multiple choice, it does devalue from 2 points apiece to 1 point apiece. And this is my personal favorite. If you get it wrong, your opponent has the chance to steal. So with that being said, Hunter, you are currently in the lead. I'm going to bring in your manager, Richie. Richie, take a couple seconds. Tell him he's doing good. Tell him he's doing okay. Call him an idiot. I don't care what you do. Just do whatever you want to do for a little bit. But I need to know, are y'all going to spin first or second?
All right, Richie. What do you think, man?
I think it's like up to you. I would possibly I would maybe go second, but that's up to you. What's your feeling on?
Well, I do like the idea of him taking a option off the wheel.
Yeah, that was where my head was at. So, do you want to go second?
Okay, yeah, we'll defer. We'll go second.
Yeah.
All right, so choosing to defer. And I believe I did say something there. It is tied. Richie or Hunter, you're not in the lead, but you are the higher seed. Because you're the higher seed, you get the decision to choose first or defer. So with that, Will, take a couple seconds, reassure John, whatever you want to do. Tell him $1 million is in fact not a lot of money. But here in a couple seconds, I will ask if you're ready to spin. And then at that point, we will get into round number 2.
John, that was not our best round one, but you know what? Those were a lot tougher questions than I think we were anticipating as well.
Yeah,
you're doing great. Let's spin this wheel and see what we got.
Yeah, I'm ready to spin, Papa West. Let's go.
All right, so spinning, and as you can see, it was already primed. I should also say today's wheel, because I forgot to tell you all the categories. I did say it in the chat earlier. We have sports films, fantasy sci-fi, Tim Burton, 2010s, movie release dates, musicals, Evil Dead, and Scream. That was really hard to do while that was spinning. And of course, spinners and opponent's choice. So John, it lands on fantasy sci-fi. Are we keeping fantasy sci-fi, or will you choose to use your mulligan?
How do you feel about this one, John?
I don't hate fantasy sci-fi, but I think we gotta go again just because there's so much stuff in there that's good. What do you think?
Yeah, I think really there's only one thing on here that you are probably dreading.
Yeah.
But aside from that, I really think this is kind of your wheel. So if you want to spin, see what else you get, let's spin it.
Let's go again.
All right, choosing his mulligan. As it is spinning, it lands on the 2010s. Yes, I'm going to spoil it. My computer is a lot slower on stream than it is in real life. So, John, you got 2010s. I'm going to hide the wheel. Will, I'm going to kick you out. I'm going to scroll down and find 2010s. Because that is the true. There we go. So with that, 5 questions. And again, if you want, you can go to multiple choice. But question number 1 in the category of the 2010s. What decade does the majority of the 2014 film The Grand Budapest Hotel take place in?
I don't think multiple's going to help me here, so I will say the 1930s. Final answer.
I don't know if multiple choice would have helped you or not, but you got it correct for 2 points.
I was just using my historical knowledge to figure out when that would have taken place.
All right. All right. Question number 2. Who plays Valerian's love interest in UHF soldier Laureline in 2017's Valerian and the City of 1,000 Planets?
That I will do multiple on.
Your multiple choice options are A, Cara Delevingne, B, Lana Condor, B, Elizabeth Debicki, or D, Alexandra Shipp.
Let's say Cara Delevingne. Final answer.
Cara Delevingne is correct for 1 point. Question number 3. What sport does 2017's Battle of the Sexes center around?
Tennis. Final answer.
Tennis is correct for 2 points. Your 4th question. Who plays former DEA agent Don Fitzgerald, the patriarch of a family the Millers run into in We're the Millers?
I'm going to take a multiple on that.
Your multiple choice options are A, Ed Helms, B, Nick Offerman, C, Michael Keaton, or D, Adam Scott.
Michael Keaton. Final answer.
Michael Keaton is incorrect. Hunter, you get the chance for the 1 point steal. I will give you the full repeat of the question and options. Who plays former DEA agent Don Fitzgerald, the patriarch of a family the Millers run into in We're the Millers? Is it A, Ed Helms, B, Nick Offerman, C, Michael Keaton, or D, Adam Scott?
I'm going to go Adam Scott. Final answer.
Adam Scott is also incorrect. We were looking for Nick Offerman.
Yep.
That was my second guess. You should give second guesses. That was my second guess.
Your second guess goes to Hunter. So I'm sorry. But he did not know that was your second guess.
Nope.
All
Hunter,
right.
I'll text you next time.
Your final question in the category of 2010s. In 2011's Flypaper, while Darian, Weinstein, and Gates are trying to crack the safe, what part of the bank are Peanut Butter and Jelly robbing?
The cashier's drawers.
The cashier's drawers is incorrect. Hunter, your chance for the 2 point steal. In 2011's Flypaper, while Darian, Weinstein, and Gates are trying to crack the safe, what part of the bank are peanut butter and jelly robbing?
The manager's office.
The manager's office is also incorrect. We were looking for the ATMs.
That makes a lot more sense.
2011's Flypaper, an amazing movie about four bank robberies going on at the same exact time. People, you need to watch the movie. It is a very underrated film. So with that, John getting a good lead, seeing himself with 8. Hunter, it is now your turn as I bring in Richie, because he might want to talk to you during this. Your first spin is in. And it lands on Tim Burton. Would you like to keep Tim Burton or spin it again?
Richie, what do you think?
How do you feel about Tim Burton?
There are a lot of movies that I've seen of his, but there's also a ton that I haven't. And there's some big ones in there that I haven't seen.
Well, in that case, it's just to maybe, get a chance of making up the lead. Maybe you want to spin again?
Yeah, so spin again.
Yeah.
All right, choosing to spin again. I guess we won't find out if I did, in fact, write nothing but Charlie and the Chocolate Factory questions. But what we will find out is, what will Hunter choose with Spinner's Choice?
Give me the Scream
Hunter,
franchise.
you are wanting the Scream franchise. Okay.
Awesome.
Bye, Richie. So, Hunter, your question in the Scream franchise. Again, 5 questions. You can go to multiple choice if you would like. Question number 1. What film did Aaron Krueger write the screenplay for?
Scream 3.
Scream 3 is correct for 2 points. Question number 2. Who plays Charlie Walker in Scream 4?
Rory Culkin.
Rory Culkin is correct for 2 points. Question number 3. What is the last name of the principal of Woodsboro High School?
Hembry.
Can you repeat that one more time for me, please?
Hembry.
Hembry is correct for 2 points.
Did he say Hembry?
I heard Hembry.
It's Hembry. Hembry. With an
It's
I.
Hembry. H-I-M. Hembry is what I said.
I heard Hembry. Just okay. I won't. I heard Hembry.
John, would you like to challenge it?
I would challenge. I think he said Hembry with an E.
Okay.
I spelled it out too, so either way.
Well, after I challenged, you spelled it, so no.
Okay. This is one of those what did I hear? Which there's not really a way to challenge that. That's why, because when I first heard him, I thought he said Henry. And so that's why I asked for the repeat. I mean, I can definitely, when he said, I heard Hembry, it sounded like an I.
Yeah.
Well, if you heard Henry, you heard an E.
No, that's why I asked him to repeat it though.
Yeah.
The first time.
He heard me say Henry, but I said Henry. Hembry.
I can see the challenge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will saying he heard Hembry as well. It's one of those what you heard. What I'm gonna do though, I'm not gonna take the challenge away from you, John, because it's doing this on the internet's always hard too. Because it's what did I hear and it's a letter off. I heard Hembry, and so I'm gonna give Hunter the points, but I won't take that challenge from you.
Thank you.
So am I
Okay.
9 or 11? Because I'm not sure.
You are at 9.
9. Okay.
Yes.
So-
Nope. Yeah, you're at 9.
Okay.
So we're going to go ahead and get into question number 4 as I read what was thrown in the private.
I could understand what Rich is saying. Richie's right too, so that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, my southern accent kicks in sometimes as well. So
Yeah. And that's again why I asked the repeat, because if he said Henry, that would have been wrong. But
obviously,
I wanted to make sure he said the right thing. I should have asked Hunter to spell it, but it's shoulda, woulda, coulda at this point. Question number 4. What alias does Mrs. Loomis go by in Scream 2?
Debbie Salt.
Debbie Salt is correct for 2 points. And then, Hunter, your final question. Who is the first person to die in Scream 3?
Christine.
And Christine is correct for 2 points. So with that, we are getting into round number 3.
Go up,
Hunter is in the lead with 13. John right behind with 8. So it is a 5-point lead so far. As we get into round number 3, again, anything can happen. I will go ahead and add both managers in here and explain how round number 3 works. Each competitor will give me 3 numbers ranging from 1 through 15. Each number corresponds to a movie category, and the way you give me your question will correspond how it will be how I give you your questions. Your first question will be worth 2 points, your second will be worth 3, and your final will be worth 5. Hunter, you're in the lead. You still have all 3 of your repeats. Richie, talk to the guy, whatever you need to do, but I need 3 numbers, 1 through 15.
What's up, Richie?
Hey man, you're doing really well. You made up a lot of ground there. I think we were fortunate enough to get Scream, new stuff. Just remember you got all 3 repeats. Take your time, and you're doing really well. Keep it up.
Thank you, man. So we're gonna go with 6, 1, and 9. Buika.
6, 1, and 9. Adding some Wicca in there. I don't understand the reference. But I do understand 619. John, Will, same thing. Will, talk to your guy. Do whatever you need to do. But I need 3 numbers that are not 6, 1, or 9.
Let's face it, John, that was a category that we didn't want, but you did great at it.
Yeah. And Hunter pulled his strength, and I got to give him credit for pulling his strength and nailing it. So that's totally
right.
Cool. I'm gonna go with 12, 4, and 3.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that's my wedding anniversary. So let's go.
There you go.
Yeah.
You got
12,
this, John.
4, and 3. As I kick out Will and Richie, I'm just going to say, John, that is cute.
Yeah.
Yep.
But, John, we will start off with you. You gave me number 12. So for 2 points, I will ask you a question in the realm of Middle Earth. It's been a very geek absent match. That changes right now. For 2 points, what kind of creature did the dwarves awaken when they first inhabited the mines of Moria?
I'm not sure what that thing is called.
And you do have 2 repeats.
It's like a fire golem, right? A golem? I don't know what it's called. A fire. What the hell is it called?
5.
I'll take a repeat.
4. All right, you have 1 left after this. What kind of creature did the dwarves awaken when they first inhabited the mines of Moria?
I'll just say a dragon. Final answer. I don't know. Middle Earth.
It breathes fire, but it is not a dragon. It is a Balrog.
Balrog. That's it. Okay. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. Your 3-point question You gave me number 4, which corresponds to the category of musicals.
Oh man. All right.
Who plays Tracy's mom, Edna Tumblad, in 1988's Hairspray?
The mom. Is that Divine? Final answer?
That is correct
Okay.
for 3
job.
points. Which means we will move on to your 5-point question. You gave me number 3. This will correspond to the category of movie release dates.
Good game, Hunter.
Your question. What 2 years saw the release of the Timothy Dalton leading James Bond films?
Oh. $1993 and 1997.
1993 and 1997 are incorrect, which means, and your winner
Let's
by
go!
way of technical knockout, Hunter the Hitman Chambless. We were looking for 1987 and 1989.
Damn. All right.
But with that, John, while you think about those 2 years, I'm going to kick you in the back. Because you're a loser, and losers go to the back. Hunter, congratulations. Richie, you did some good there, I guess. There's some magic going on to get that spinner's choice. Hunter, how are you feeling about this win?
This is my first tournament where I'm making it past round 1. I am ecstatic.
So this is the first tournament that you're going past round 1. Does this include your tournament that you made in your league?
Yes, because I did not put myself in
Okay.
my movie trivia tournament. But yeah, it was luck of the draw. We were tied at the end of round number 1. I should have known a lot of those questions. I came close on a few of them. I would have been able to take the lead, but that's something I can always work on. Round 2, I was lucky enough to get my strength and scream, showed that I really know it. And then, yeah, round 3 happened the way it happened, man. I got to study up a lot more going into the next round because I do want to make a run in this tournament. I think I can now, getting that the weight off my shoulders that I finally made it past round 1 in a tournament.
All right. And Richie, any thoughts after this?
No, well done, man. It was hugely impressive, and especially taking out a guy like John Maher, who's
John did great though, man.
Is great in trivia, so it's a huge feather in your cap. And yeah, man, I look forward to how you progress in this tournament. I think people are sleeping on you. I think you could cause some problems.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
I just want to say, if anybody is sleeping on Hunter, please don't sleep on him. That's not comfortable. The man needs to breathe. But with that, Hunter, congratulations. This does mean you are moving on to the second round, where you will take on the winner of Zachary Shelton versus David Garcia.
Ooh.
Fun fact, this match actually dropped this Wednesday, last week. So I have to ask you, do you know who you're competing?
Not yet. I'm about to watch that match.
Which means you don't watch my videos, which makes me sad.
I don't watch.
Congrats, John. Congrats, John. You won this match. I wish I could do that. I will go ahead and say you will be taking on David Garcia, who won by knockout.
Ooh.
So does that scare you a little bit, knowing that he knocked out Zach Shelton?
No. The way you win it is impressive, but you got to go in there with confidence with yourself first. And I just got to make sure I don't get knocked out this time. I'm going to make it, even if I lose, I'm going to make this a fight to remember.
Definitely. Well, all I'm going to say is that match will more than likely have horror versus Star Wars. Or as I like to say, the Star Wars Clone Wars cartoon movie.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
But with that, I am going to kick you in the back. Although I will say congrats on the win as I bring in the unfortunate second place finisher today and his manager, John. Will. Never a loss is never the outcome you're wanting. And I will say, 3 points in round number one. It's not what I strive for. I always say, you want to get half of them. 3 is very close, and I will say those were definitely a little bit tougher of round one questions. And the 2010s is just one of those fun categories of you never know what you're going to get with that one. I just want to ask, do you think you should have stuck with fantasy sci-fi?
I think I would have done the same in fantasy sci-fi, to be honest. I know fantasy sci-fi pretty well, but fantasy sci-fi is also a category that spans 50, 60 years. Like, you could pull a recent Star Trek movie, you could pull an old school, you could pull Forbidden Planet. Like, there's a ton of movies that are that as well. And that's just including sci-fi. Fantasy also, you could be throwing a bunch of stuff at me that I just wouldn't be prepared for. So 2010s at least, I know what I'm thinking about.
Bronze it. I remember there was a match where somebody said they would rather have a genre than a decade because a genre wasn't going to be as broad, in which I corrected them by saying, because I believe it was comedies. Like, you realize they've been making comedies since the 1890s.
Yeah, 100%.
So,
Charlie Chaplin didn't make a lot of dramas.
No, but genres are definitely one of those hard ones. But I will ask, Will, I think you did great managerial wise. I'm always a sucker for a good manager. What trap do you think it was for John? Was it the chocolate river, the 3-course bubblegum, the gold egg laying geese, the squirrels, or the weird teleporting thingy?
It was buying chocolate instead of Skittles.
Okay, I'll accept that. Although that wasn't one of my questions. But hey, I pulled every single thing that eliminated the kids, even the 2 that they changed in the Gene Wilder one and the Tim Burton one.
Technically,
John,
if you want to be technical, the Tim Burton one actually followed the book, whereas the Gene Wilder one did not.
Will, fun fact, I do not read books because books are for losers. I'm kidding. I'm actually trying to get it back into reading. Just not quite there yet. John, I will say, with this loss, unfortunately, you are out of the tournament. But I will say I'm going to have kind of towards the end of the tournament, have a couple matches between people who lost very quickly and some people who were not lucky enough to be spun in there. So hopefully this is not the last we see of you. If I have my way, it will not be the last we see of you. But is there anybody out there that you would love to take on in TMG Trivia?
Unlike Hunter, I did watch that match, and I do know that David said he had no idea who I was. So I'd love to show him exactly who I am.
All right. So when David loses his glass slipper of the Cinderella story he was running on, we'll talk about having David Garcia versus John Maher. You heard it here first, everybody, as I kick you both in the back because I have to end this because there's no reason to keep this going as long as I want it to go. But with that, great match between the two, a very close match. I know it's a TKO, but it was a 2-point TKO. So very close. Definitely easy for that outcome to have changed. Congrats, Hunter. Congrats, John. Both of y'all did a great job today. For those of you at home, again, this is the first round. We do have a ton more matches coming out. The next match should be me because I put myself in my tournaments. False. I earned my spot in my tournament with a win over RJ Hines. back when this league first became a thing, as I take on somebody who is in this match as a manager, Richie Goodacre. So get ready to watch that, Richie. Get ready to go to a land down under, because it's in the middle of Middle Earth as I reveal my strength. I don't care. We reveal them in the chats regardless. But be sure, if you like this video, click the little thumbs up button. Looks just like this. Give us a follow, as we have great matches going on, not just here, but also TM Geek, where Kevin is having another tournament that is just as good. But from everyone here at TMG Trivia, for John, for Will, for Richie, and for Hunter, have a good one. Stay safe. Make good choices. Or don't. I really do not care. I'm not your dad. But I could be your papa.